Jackson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Don't be scared of it.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, Stenerud back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run on first down. Jackson, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That's it, baby. That's it. Check the backer, check the backer. Switch.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Johnson, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Check 3, check that.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions.
Check. Kill.
On first down, Jackson.
Kill.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Go. Mike's 43.
Here's Allen.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
36.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Jackson now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You think you're going to get this?
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Echo. Watch the run. Let's go, Mike 50.
Jackson on first down.
I'm coming after you.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
It's our time.
Throwing now is Jackson.
Come on, switch it.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
No.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Here's Jackson. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone, touchdown, New England. A 9-yard touchdown there, and once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Watch it. Check 52. Kill. Shift.
On second down, it's Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now it's Jackson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it second and 12.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. It's our time, guys.
Back to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Hey, Delta. 43 is the mic. Let's get the ball. Mike's 43. Time to go. Night.
Hey, tight.
43 is the mic.
Bravo.
Coming. 43 is the mic.
Now Allen.
43. Coming.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we
The
go.
Pats at the line, ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Sack, baby.
Well, we saw a close game that kept it